Guys, it's your boy a.dTHEweeb back with my video. Now in today's video we're being with the rimuru was in the Naruto world, part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the last part as much as hope you guys will enjoy this as much as you enjoyed the last part, and we'll continue to do so from now on. And yes, I do very much plan to finish this series within maybe 2 or 3 parts or so, hopefully. But yeah, I am also working on a current fan fiction that I do plan to finish as well, which is called The Supreme Demon Lord on a Water Vacation. This is obviously rimuru or Tensei Slime X One Piece. I'll be posting it on both web novel and Wattpad, so you guys can go ahead and enjoy those on these apps or websites, and hopefully that would allow you guys to enjoy even more than usual as we have an option. But yeah, anywho, for further you, let me know if you guys want any particular what ifs that you guys want me to do. I'll probably do it. I am actually also thinking about doing a what if that was requested to me the other day, which is a what if Deku was, I believe his name was Senhon reincarnation, who is like a game character for Tensei Slime, who's like Umo's apprentice or something like that. Honestly, I was thinking about doing it exactly like that, but I'm not sure if I can, because I have very little knowledge of that person and such, and I don't want to like mess it up too badly. So I'm gonna maybe just do a rimuru X over MHA type thing, or like a Deku related to like one of the demon lords or something like that. Basically, a Tensei Slime X deck, my hero, in some way, whether it's like a reincarnation or just straight up the worlds mixing together and stuff. I don't know. I might do that, or I might maybe do the what he requested, but I'm not too sure about that. It's kind of more on the iffy side, to be honest. But yeah, if the person that requested this is watching, let me know if like any of these would be more acceptable or not. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoy, and for further you, let's get this video started. Making a contact with the Demon Lord. As we see Naruto summon Rimuru Tempest using the book that was written by the demon, the powerful demon known as the Black, as he basically summoned Rimuru, which when Rimuru appeared in the room was somewhat confused, seeing how he felt basically the power that was summoning him was belonged to Diablo. However, he did not see Diablo in the room, and so he looked down to see a small boy with spiky blonde hair and whiskers on his face and blue eyes, ocean blue eyes. As this kind of confused him. However, Rimuru basically bent down and basically patted the boy on the head, saying how he was able to basically call him here. As Naruto proceeds to say that he is Naruto Uzumaki, he heard about him being a powerful being, and he wanted Rimuru's help, basically. As Rimuru said, "Oh, how did you hear about me, if I may ask?" As Naruto simply pointed out the book and handed it over to Rimuru, as Rimuru would pick up the book to basically see it being titled The All Powerful Demon Lord, as he would basically read it and quickly realize that this book was written by Diablo, as a small vein would appear in his head, not knowing when Diablo possibly did this book, as he simply kind of chuckled a bit nervously towards Naruto, saying how he'll think about helping him. As he then proceeded to basically open a link, also like a mindscape of sort, basically a soul corridor with Diablo as he proceeded to summon Diablo into the room. As Diablo appeared in a swirl of black flames with small tints of red in it, he basically did a bow towards Rimuru, saying, "I've come, master." As Rimuru simply kind of looked at him with a deadpan look, seeing how he was acting like nothing happened. As he then said, "Diablo, when did you create this book?" As Diablo looked up, as he saw the book, he basically said, "Oh, this is one of the many books I've created over the years." As Remo hearing this was already flabbergasted, realizing that there was many other of these books around about him. As uh yeah, sorry about that. I got majorly interrupted, and this video was supposed to be out like 2 or 3 days by now, but I got interrupted and couldn't really record until now. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, Remo kind of was a bit annoyed hearing how Diablo basically made the book and made multiple others of basically himself and spread around all around the world, basically saying how he's this great, powerful being and would spread chaos and all that stuff and so on, which he was kind of annoyed about. But yeah, as Remo kind of glared at Diablo, however, Diablo didn't even realize this as he was too focused on thinking about how Remo was going to praise him for basically doing this and securing a place for himself, basically, which he was kind of wrong about since he did secure a place, but Remo didn't really want that. So yeah, as this caused Remo to just, he didn't really want to punish him because he knew that Diablo was kind of extreme in that degree and whatnot. So he kind of just shrugged it off in a way and just kind of pushed it aside. As he then turned back to Naruto, as he then asked Naruto why did he summon him. As Naruto then basically said that, "Oh, I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and basically that I want your help to basically fulfill my goals." As Uma would ask him what's his goals, as Naruto would say that he wants to become strong to be able to protect himself and anyone he might care about and get out of this place. As he said this place with a bit of disdain and disgust in his voice. As this caught Umo's attention, as he asked him why does he want to get out of here. As he asked if isn't this place like keeping you safe and all that stuff, and you got all your friends here and all that stuff. As Naruto would simply kind of grit his teeth a little bit and clench his face, seeing how this place basically is basically garbage to him. Basically, he basically treats him like shit and all that stuff because he's a Jinchuriki. And the reason why Naruto is telling Wimo all this is not only because he needs his help, it's because he knows that Wimo is described as basically an all-knowing being and all that shit. So if he lied and said something or like just held information in general, he basically thinks that Wimo's not gonna help him and shit like that and doesn't want to risk it. So yeah. And this kind of one of his last options anyways, because like otherwise he would have to wait a long time in here and all that shit, so he doesn't want to do that. So that's basically kind of like one of his only options right now to basically learn Weibo. So yeah, as after Naruto basically explained how he's the nine-tailed Jinchuriki, and due to this, even though he is the son of Minato Namikaze, the former Hokage, and Kushina Uzumaki, the princess of the Whirlpool Village, he is still treated like trash because most people don't know that, and due to him being a Jinchuriki and that basically being leaked out in the public. by Dando Shimura. As hearing this, Wimo was pretty annoyed and kind of angered due to basically him not liking this kind of shit being happening and shit like that, and him quickly realizing that this is clearly a corrupted village and all that shit. As Wimo simply nodded, saying, "Okay, I'm going to help you." This caused Naoto to basically smile, saying thank you, as we have a bit of a time skip, as Naoto had basically asked Wimo about himself, as Wimo said, "I am Wimo Tempest," and all that shit, the leader of the Tempest Federation. As Naoto asked him, "What is that?" As Wimo said, "That's basically his country." As Naoto said he never heard of it. As Wimo laughed, saying, "I'm not surprised. That's because it's not from this world, basically." As Naoto be kind of shocked and asked him what he meant, and with Wimo just saying he's from another world and basically leaving it at that and not going too much into details yet. As we have a time skip, as we skip over to Wimo basically teleporting uh Naruto into, no, not Naruto, basically Wimo and Diablo teleporting into the office of Hyuzen Sarutobi. As he did so, he basically appeared with umbos basically quickly coming on them, swatting them, saying how you're trespassing on basically village territory and shit. As Wimo simply kind of fled his aura with a, as he fled his aura a little bit, making his eye glow a little bit as well, scaring the umbos and basically pushing him back a little bit. As he was in quickly did the hand gesture for basically the umbos to basically leave. As this happened, the umbos looked and they left, knowing they couldn't really go against his orders and shit. As Sarutobi got off from his desk, saying, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" As he, however, was specifically looking at Diablo, which would be surprising to anyone that was just looking at this, because Wimo was the one that kind of seemed the most threatening in the group due to him using his aura. However, he wasn't seem to be much more worried about Diablo, as Diablo kind of looked up at him in mild interest of sorts, as fucking hell. Rimuru basically said, "I'm Rimuru Tempest, and this is my friend Diablo." As this made Hiruzen take a step back, saying, "So, I was correct. You are the demon basically that appeared many years ago, known as the Black." As this caught Rimuru's attention again, saying, "What do you mean by that?" Actually, no, never mind, my bad. He didn't ask who was in because he didn't want to incompetent, but he opened the link with Diablo, asking him what he meant by that, with Diablo explaining how he basically went on a rampage and killed freaking armies that was trying to freaking come to the little hideout that was where Uma was sleeping and shit, which was completely unnecessary, because even if they literally found Wimu's body there, completely just shut down, they wouldn't even be able to hurt him. So yeah, that was kind of just Diablo being Diablo, to be honest. But yeah. Anyways, as this kind of made the Wimo kind of like tell Diablo not to kill anyone without like asking first, basically, or like being completely provoked and shit like that. As Diablo simply nodded, saying yes. As then they will focus back on Hiruzen, as Wimo, fuck hell, as not Wimo, Hiruzen basically said, "So what do you want? What are you guys doing here?" As Diablo would basically say, basically, what's it called? "I'm here to basically accompany my master." As Zumo said, "Yes, we're here on a bit of a request for you. As this caught Uzin's attention even more, we're hearing how the powerful demon basically said that this guy was his master, as he then said, "What's your request?" As Wimo would say that there's a boy here known as Naruto Uzumaki, and I would like to basically watch over him of sorts. As this made Hiruzen tense up even more, knowing who Naruto is and shit like that, as he asked him why would he want to do that to an orphan. As Rimo kind of squinted his eyes a little bit, saying we both know that's not who he really is. As he was inside saying, "How much do you know?" As Rimo said, "I know everything." As he then basically gestured towards the side to basically where the Hokage pictures were, hinting specifically to the fourth Hokage, which made Fusion's eyes widen a little bit again, realizing he wasn't lying, he actually knew. As he then simply sighed, saying, "How do you know this stuff?" As Zumo said, "I have my way." As he was inside saying, "Alright," and he basically had a little chat with Fumu. As we have a time skip all the way to when Naruto is 13 years old. As we have a time skip to all the way when Naruto is 13 to basically see Rimuru and Naruto in the academy. As the reason being, after the chat, they had come to an agreement that Naruto is going to receive help from Rimuru by basically Rimuru watching over him by staying using a cover story saying that Rimuru was basically Naruto's sister. Like a faraway sister type shit. As using this, they basically put him in the academy with Naruto. As I might refer to him more as a she now, I'm not too sure. I'll probably refer to she as like when it's the people from the Leaf Village who think it's a girl, and refer to he when it's like Naruto, I guess, and the people who know it's a guy, basically, like the people from Tennessee Slime and shit. Anyways, as basically Naruto and Rimo were like in the academy, and throughout these years, 8 years or so, Naruto has been getting trained by Rimo and Diablo, and yeah, right now he's pretty strong, but obviously nowhere near Rimo. But yeah, as he's been training quite a bit, and basically awakened some of the magical from Umo, and got some skills from basically Umo asking Shell to scan his soul and basically use any skill that he can possibly get that's the most effective for him. The set of skills that are most effective for him. As Shell obviously did that, as this gave Naruto quite a few set of skills, and I will let you guys pick what his skills should be and shit like that. If you guys have any recommendation, go ahead. If not, then I'll just come up with some. But yeah. Anyways, as in the academy, Rimo and Naruto are pretty top tier students, as the only one that kind of keeps up is Sasuke, but it's clear that Naruto can beat his ass, and Rimo obviously can beat his ass as well. As we're gonna just skip all the way to the graduation exam, where they pretty much all graduate, basically, with Naruto getting pretty much almost basically perfect scores, as Rimo does kind of the same. However, Rimo did actually not use his abilities to learn that shit. Like for the writing test and shit, he actually used his brain instead of using shield to just write that shit. And same thing with most of the stuff, basically. He's trying to, not use his shit as much, just to relax and enjoy himself, that shit. So yeah. Anyways, that's that basically. Uh, as they graduate, obviously, and they get put on a team, which basically is Team 7, which is going to be Naruto, Sasuke, and Umu. I didn't want to put the Sakura in this story, but uh, honestly, I'm just gonna say Sakura died in the freaking ninth attack, bro. Yeah, she just died. Fuck it. So yeah, oh like, no, actually, she didn't die in the ninth attack. Freaking like around the beginning, like when Naruto first made the contract type shit with Rimuru and shit. Let's just say Rimuru had like to go somewhere, and that was outside the village, and so he left Diablo to protect Naruto, and Sakura alongside her family basically went there and attacked Naruto, and so Diablo basically caught them and just fucking tortured them basically, and yeah, didn't end well for them. Didn't end well at all. So yeah. Anyways, so Sakura was never there technically. She wasn't in the stuff basically, like the exams or anything. So she didn't get put there. So it's Naruto, Sasuke, and Remote Tempest, and their team sensei is going to be Kakashi Hatake. So yeah. Anyways, as we have a little bit of time skip again to where Kashi finishes doing the checkups, which also when he does come to do a checkup, instead of going to the usual apartment for Naruto, he actually goes to a kind of a decently sized house, which is well furniture and all that stuff, with where he basically meets Diablo, who is just kind of there as a butler, and so on. So yeah, as he ends up basically staying over for like dinner and shit, basically, because the guy gets forced to stay by Diablo, and yeah, that's basically what happens. On that one, with Diablo, basically the way he forces him is literally by pushing him in and then basically putting a fire next to his freaking Ichi paradise. So yeah, he kind of had to stay. So yeah, anyways, as oh my, but now that I, now that I remember this, I have to talk about this now. In like the last video, someone pointed out that I basically said anyways like every 5 seconds or some shit, and I basically said that if someone can freaking count how many times I said that in that one video or any video really, I will basically do whatever request they have for like a video. And so yeah, if you guys want to try that, then yeah, that's the best way to get a freaking request, I guess. But yeah, anyways, it, so basically, Naruto and the team basically go to the training ground for the bell test, which basically Kashi ends up basically explaining the rules, saying to Komahan with the intent to kill, which when he did, he basically saw a weird glint in Naruto's eyes, as unknown to him, we see to the side, not unknown to him, unknown to basically everybody in the leaf and shit. We basically skip over to the freaking Akatsuki hideout, as we see the masked man standing like to the side as he watches the summon basically being happening with Pain, the guy with the freaking Winnegan eyes basically. If for some fucking reason you don't know who that is, it's basically him, as he basically was having a conversation with there was the Akatsuki, talking about how they will be moving forward, starting with the Akatsuki movement basically to basically go after the Terror Beast and all that shit. As he basically said, he basically started giving out orders to who is assigned to each Terror Beast, with Deidara and Sasori having the first tails, Hidan and Kakazu having the second tails, Toby, which is a unofficial member yet. So he doesn't say Toby per se. He just says fucking. Oh yeah, he doesn't. Oh my bad. He doesn't specifically say who is going after the tweeters yet, and he tells Kisame and wait, hold up. Fuck. 6, 5. Oh yeah, that's basically all he assigns because the rest aren't like supposed to be assigned yet. So yeah, because like the tutor is supposed to be taken. No, the tweeter is supposed to be taken by Data and Toby. 4 tails, Kisame and Itachi, but it's like after Naruto's thing, and that hasn't happened yet. So everything else is supposed to be later on. So not yet. So he assigns Kisame and Kisame and Itachi to the Nine Tails. As he said this, however, there was a slow tap, like there was like a walking sound of basically like very good quality shoes type shit, like boots and shit like that, basically hitting the ground. As they all look back to basically see an odd figure coming forward, as they did, they basically saw Diablo. As Diablo basically was instantly recognized by them, as they basically said the demon of black. As this basically made all of them tense, knowing that this being was very, very strong, as many of them compared him to the likes of Madara Uchiha, even in Hashirama Senju, just a more bloodthirsty version of them. As they knew that Madara and Hashirama were like at least human to a degree, which they are human obviously, but like they saw them as gods and shit basically. So yeah, but they obviously knew that Madara and them didn't have that shit. But like Diablo, literally all he's known for is just like killing people and shit. So to them he's basically just a demon, just a pure demon. Like you're worse than Zabuza type shit. So yeah, which he is. Anyways, so basically Diablo, as he arrived right near the statue, he basically stopped as he basically looked straight into Pain's eyes, saying, "You will not go out for the Nine Tails yet." As freaking Pain basically stared down at him, saying, "Why shouldn't I?" As Diablo said, "Because I will be taking care of the Nine Tails." As this is what we're gonna end this off. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, again, sorry for the delay of like upload, because again I was supposed to upload this 2 days ago, but I didn't. But I did kind of make up for it by doing 2 chapters of my fan fiction, which is again a Demon Lord on a Watery Vacation. If you want to check that out, it's gonna be on Wattpad and web novel. So I did 2 chapters, and already working on the 3rd chapter, which is going to be pretty fire and pretty detailed, and might be one of my best works so far, to be honest, which would have been rivaled by Overlord X freaking One Piece, but I didn't finish that. But I'm going to finish this one because I have a good freaking storyline playing out for it and everything. A lot of plots already getting put into pieces and whatnot. And yeah, I'm hyped for it, and I hope you guys are hyped for that as well. And before further ado, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.